So I've been asked if I could show how I whip finish with my hands. Now there's piles of different ways of whip finishing off your fly. There's whip finishing tools, which personally I've never been able to use in my life. I was taught how to do it by hand, and I've stuck with it. So as I said, generally when I'm whip finishing, as I said, we'd have a fly tied, so we're going to create the head, and generally this is what you see from me, and people can't make out what I'm at. So we're going to try and slow it down a bit here and use some heavier stuff, so maybe you'll be able to see it. So I'm going to use a heavy fishing nylon here, and we'll see if it's possible to slow this down and show you what's happening. So we'll get this tied on as if we had a fly tied. So once you've your fly tied, your head made, what I do is I'm taking these two fingers, so my first and third finger, or my first and second finger, depends on the size of the fly that I'm tying. But if I hold the tying silk out towards me, I set these two fingers down on top of it, and then I wrap it over this first finger, and as I rotate my hand, it'll create a loop, which I then create the loop under the fly, and then as I take it up, I'm rotating my fingers and creating more half-hitch loops as I go. So if you can't do it multiply, you can just put them on in singles, so two fingers underneath, down, so two fingers onto the thread, catch it round this finger and twist it, so rotate your hand to create a loop and catch that underneath the eye and pull down. Same, you can use those two fingers, you can use these two fingers. So on top, keep this under tension, put it on top, flip it, catching it round your finger, flip it over, creates a loop underneath, putting your finger up in this, and you can use your finger then, you can draw down with this, your finger will hold it in place, or just put it in between two fingers and pull it down, and you can do that way with singles. Okay, push that out of the way. So for the multiple, catch it underneath, so that starts the first one. So this is rotating over, then you swap your fingers round within it, which is just a twist of your hand. So this one that's here is moving across to here, and it's just creating a twisting motion, and each time this leading loop is going round and round and round the eye, and then as you can see it creates a neat sort of a loop backwards. Now so you can get it in a little bit closer and be able to see what I'm at. So two fingers on top, under tension, twist, twist. So this is under tension going backwards, and this front finger is bringing that forward, and the loop is created under the fly, underneath, and pull down. Same, on top, twist. So it's going round this finger, so twist, under, down. are of course a variety of different ways of doing it. As I said, I cannot do it with the other thing, but some people would actually do it with a tube. Some people use like a biro, and you need a tube that can fit over the eye of your fly. So what you can do, instead I'm using, this is a big straw, but instead if you're using a normal fly, you just take a biro, pull the centre out of it, and you can actually hold this under tension, put your tube on top and twist it under, and then whenever you do that you can then slide that off the end of your tube and down. So on top, wrap it over the top of it, slide it off and down, on top, wrap it over, put the tube end over your eye and slide it on. So you might find that easier. As I said, the other thing takes a bit of practice. I said I'm just used to it because I've been doing it for so long. But keep this under tension, 2 fingers on top, roll it over itself, under, down. Try it and see.